Hello, I am Alina Freire Fierro, an associate professor at Universidad Regional Amazónica IGAM and a research associate at the Herbarium at the Universidad Técnica de Cotopaxi and also at the Smithsonian. Today, I will present information about treasures present in Ecuadorian Herbaria and Fungaria. This presentation was made in collaboration with colleagues from many of these institutions. First, I'd like to remind you about the position of Ecuador, which is located in southern Ecuador at the equatorial line. That includes the continental part and also the islands, the Galapagos Islands. Ecuador is one of the most biodiversity-rich countries in the planet. As an example, comparing with Brazil, for example, Ecuador has 65 species per 1,000 kilometers, square kilometers, as opposed to Brazil, for example, that has almost 4 species. The diversity is mostly represented in the families Orchidaceae, which is in red here, with 4,251 species, followed by Asteraceae, Rubiaceae, Melastomataceae, and so on. The genera that are the most diverse are also in the Orchidaceae family, as we can see, Epidendrum, Stelis, Lepanthes. The specimens that represent these species are located in Ecuador and also abroad. In Ecuador, they are in institutions that are present in the northernmost part of Ecuador, especially in Quito, as we can see these purple circles, but also there is a herbarium in Amazonian Ecuador, the green diamond, also in the western side in Guayaquil, the blue square, and in Galapagos. So here I'll present an overview of the various herbaria from the country and which treasures they have. CDS Herbarium holds the largest collection of fruits and seeds that are from the Galapagos Islands. And these were collected as part of studies, ecological studies, or for example, on the diet from native species, or also they have a large collection of pollen slides. And as Galapagos is being, as the archipelago has many invasives, they are also collecting, and they have vouchers of invasive and also native species. The contact information from this herbarium is to the right, to the bottom right. The position to the bottom right is going to be where I include information from the contacts, their emails and names. Thank you. The QUSF Herbarium that belongs to San Francisco University is located in the northern Andes, and they have especially economically important collections. It was founded by Vlastimil Sack, pictured here with a white shirt, who unfortunately passed away last year. A very interesting specimen is the holotype of Tiputinia fetida in the Burmaniaceae. The genus Tiputinia honors the Tiputini Biological Station located in Amazon, Ecuador, and that belongs to San Francisco University. QCNE Herbarium is the largest collection in the country. It includes 2,000 types and also vascular plants that represent 15,000 specimens, non-vascular plants, and also fungi and lichens. UTI Herbarium, located in Quito, represents a very important collection of the family Amaryllidaceae, since the curator is specialized in this family. The QCAM Fungarium is the only one recognized as such in the country and has the largest microfungi collection in Ecuador, with many of them sequenced, and it's 800 of these specimens have identification up to species. They study at a molecular level, also for conservation and the diversity. They are also doing population genetic studies in plant pathogens. An inventory and the database is available in the link bioweb.bio. The UTCEC Herbarium, which is located in Central Andes, it includes vouchers from studies in the various applied sciences like agroindustry, ethnobotany, ecology, tourism, and also there are studies done at the ecological level of the paramo plants. The collection CHEP in Central Andes belongs to SPOCH and was born as a product of an agreement between this university and University of Illinois. There are 1,000 specimens with pharmacological potential located in this herbarium. There are also now specimens and species from Central Andes. In southern Ecuador, we have the Herbarium HA from Universidad de Cuenca that includes species, specimens from collections of species that are endangered, like critically endangered, like the Halenia serpilifolia and the Sipoma rhizomata. And also there are the repository of newly described species collected in the area. HUTPL herbarium includes specimens mainly of fungi, lichens, hepatics, and also plants from vascular groups. In the southern Ecuador, the last herbarium in the Andes is the LOJA Herbarium that was founded in 1946, and it's considered another one of the historically important collections, as it has specimens from collected in the forest by its founder, Dr. Reinaldo Espinosa. Of course, they have types and other historical collections from southern Ecuador. In the Amazon, we have the QCAM Herbarium that holds almost more than 30,000 specimens and 64 types from Amazonian flora from Ecuador and Peru. Also, they have 19 out of the 25 species of Ecuadorian magnolia. And recently, they house 35 new species of Cyatophyllum, many of which are under description here. And there is also a large library. These two specimens are representing holotypes of species honoring Mercedes Asanza and David Neal, the founders of the herbarium. There are other herbaria that one of them is pictured here, the QPLS herbarium, that includes a large amount of historical types, historical specimens. The same happens to the Q herbarium, that is the oldest in the country, and that was founded in 1860. These collections are being managed and taken care by a very small staff. For the more than 900,000 specimens, including the backlog, there is 61 permanent staff. It's a very low number, and we could consider it's about 15,000 specimens per permanent position. It's a very low, but still this hasn't stopped them to digitizing their information. It's all herbaria have their data in databases, but only the CDS Herbarium, HA Herbarium have available online. Also, the types information from QCNA and QCA is available in Plants JSTOR. And the database Tropicos holds information from QCNE, UTCEC, and the QCAM Herbarium. However, digitized information about Ecuadorian flora is available in many other institutions, as it can be pictured here. Still, we know that we need to curate this information too, as there are no plants or vascular plants in the middle of the ocean. As a summary, as for thoughts, we need to consider that despite the diversity, high diversity of plants in Ecuador, very few personnel is taking care of this. Additionally, there is types for only about 800 species in the largest collection in the country, which means we need to repatriate much more of the information that is not in the country. I'd like to thank my two institutions where I am associated at, and also colleagues and friends from Ecuadorian Herbaria and Fungaria. Thank you very much, and if you have any questions, I will be happy to answer.